They're out to get me. I can see it. Or I can feel it. Malice in their eyes. Not a benign song. I'm going to fight before they do. I still have the flashbacks. Memories crammed deep into my skull to prevent further damage. They won't just sit there, however. They want me to know them. I fall onto the cold cement as one hits me. Hard, hearing only a ching. I looked into the face of my smiling parents. They just told me to come inside. My friend telling me that he had to go, looking concerned. I came inside, asking my parents what happened with the feeling of dread. Nothing, they both say, almost immediately, making me very suspicious, but not guilty. I haven't done anything wrong recently. My parents said they wanted me inside because they had to go out and run errands, so I didn't exactly care. More time to be by myself. I am my friend from before, Chet, and we talked for a while, and I went to bed. I shakily woke up to my friend screaming at me to get up. He said my parents weren't home, so I had to help him. His house was broken into, and he barely made it out from his window. I could see the blood trickling from his hand and a few glass shards, so I knew he couldn't have been lying. Seeing how my family's a bit poor, we don't have phones, and seeing how we live in the country, no neighbours for miles. I quickly agreed, grabbing a large knife from my kitchen. Giving one to him too, I ran to his house, a bit slow to let him keep up. Eventually reaching his house, the front door had been kicked in. I snapped back to reality, picked up what I had dropped. I ran to a nearby wall. Sitting down against it, I had to ride the flashback out. They'd be over soon. I slowly, losing my grip, I looked up at the night sky and slipped away. I told my friend to stay by the door. His hand already mainly unusable, he reluctantly agreed, leaning against the wall. I opened the remains of the door and I awoke. It was even darker now. I was in an alley now. All the people looking at me with those eyes. I reluctantly let myself go. It was almost over. I opened the destroyed door to find nothing. I searched every room, every place I could think of, until I reached the kitchen. Blood everywhere, leading to the sink. I looked inside, human flesh, guts, blood, and flesh, and unidentifiable matter. I was shocked. I looked down. The blood trail led outside. I heard my friend screaming. I ran up the halls when I got outside. I saw my parents. My dad holding my friend down. My mum had a knife in his throat. They looked at me, smiling. Their eyes looked like happiness. They walked towards me, dropping the body of Chet. Through tears, I ran at my parents. They went to hug me, but I kept running until my knife was buried into my mother's chest, hilt deep. My dad looked at me surprised, still smiling. I tried pulling my knife out, but it was stuck in my mother's ribcage. My father advanced with his knife towards me. Fast, I ran towards my friend and tripped. My dad raised his knife, and I pulled the knife out of Chet, grabbing my dad's hand and stabbed him in the neck. He died, choking in his own blood, still smiling. The memories are finally over again. I pull myself up, picking my mother's knife from the ground, walking towards a young woman walking down the road. She looks at me, not seeing the knife. I consider leaving, but then she had the same familiar look of malice everyone does. She smiled.